Chocobos! This is We to Play, the Brenton Brushworks of YouTube, standing right outside the door. Will the door open? I wonder. I can hear him on the other side. Yo, bro! And other bro! This is We to Play. Did you know that was me?
Yes.
Really? I thought it was pretty inconspicuous. We're going to be doing something today. And it ain't on your computer.
Wait, what?
Don't worry, it'll be quote-unquote short. There is no content. What the heck? I know what
from Bug Fables.
Terrific. We are going to be doing something on the Thomp Trio channel because nothing's being put on there.
Wow, I need to upload some stuff on my channel as it is. I have a bunch of stuff
it's fine.
in the pipeline.
I'm sure you could talk about your channel.
I uploaded of Death Rio Super Mario Sunshine on what I thought was Mario Day, but was the day after.
And I upload the Chocobo GP video. Nobody cares. What we really do care about is everyone's thoughts on Chocobo GP. Welcome to the ThompTALKs series.
No,
because I knew you were going to go off about it anyways. So I'm catching it on film.
I've been playing this, and this is not Chocobo.
Well, have you at least seen my video?
No.
Too bad. So I'm guessing.
So, how much have you seen, first off and foremost? Don't worry, you can't spoil anything for me.
Well, no, I can't because I have Chocobo GP Lite. So
you do.
Keep light on the story. I just want to hear about the gameplay and the stages that aren't earnable. I guess, technically.
All the stages are earnable.
So, are there, like, any secret stages that... Well, no.
Story-based, yes.
Okay, so don't talk about the story-based ones. I don't know if you tried the GP mode. So, stick to those courses, not the extra ones.
GP mode does all the courses that you've unlocked, so that doesn't mean anything.
Good gravy.
I saw the final course multiple times while I was playing
okay,
GP
so
mode,
don't...
So
I don't know if that has to do with red crystals, but if it doesn't, don't talk about it.
Well, not red, but...
Blue crystals, cool, great. Just tell me what your thoughts are on the mechanics.
It is so good. I don't normally say this and everything, but honestly, this is the first kart racing, like item-based kart racer game I played where I feel it can actually be a worthy competitor with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And I do not say that lightly.
I know someone that would disagree, but I'm not going to go off about that.
So good. Square Enix went all out with this game, more than I could have ever dreamed.
I mean,
and it's only going to get bigger as time goes on, thanks to the seasons.
I mean,
even though that's a whole thing. The seasons kind of have a bit of a situation with them, shall we say.
We'll talk about that later. But I gotta say, the light version, aside from story mode, I'm getting a lot of mileage out of it, joke intended. Wow. I'm able to play a lot of different courses without actually selecting them, but I've gotten to see...
Yeah, you don't select them.
Stuff like Sid's Test Track, Chocobo Farm, Golden Saucer, Monster Island, I think it's called.
Wow, you got Golden Saucer?
Yeah, that came out as a random pick.
Dang.
The Long Bridge and some castle stage.
Big Bridge.
And then
and Alexandria.
Yes, Alexandria.
Stage. And for the record, I should mention, you're doing a disservice by just saying those names as courses and everything, because the worlds have multiple courses to them. Most of them, anyway. abilities.
That's like the variations of all the different courses, right? Because I know
they're not variations, though. They're completely different courses.
So they have, like, new race stages or something like that?
Yeah, they take place in the same world.
So we're talking, like, short version,
courses.
long version, technical version,
Yes, those are all different courses.
Okay, that's what I was talking about. That really took me by surprise.
Those are all considered different courses. I didn't realize that at first, but I figured it out as time went on.
I mean, it's still technically the same stage. There are a couple of different changes.
Trust me, some of the courses are way different from one another.
I've played some of them, not all of them, but a good chunk, or like maybe less than 75%.
Like all the big bridge stages are widely different from one another, for example.
Alright, well, I've only played 2 different variants. So, I guess you got that on me. But, what about the items?
They're the Magicites, as it were.
Okay.
And
you would know better than
me. They're really good. They kind of have a bit of a Diddy Kong racing type of thing going on with
spoiler alert for you, by the way. Sorry.
Not necessarily spoiler alert. Not necessarily spoiler alert, where if you get multiple of the same Magicite, it'll power up, though because of the random nature of the Magicites, there's no way to plan for that. So that makes it a little more unpredictable of how the items are going to play out.
Now, we can agree...
And the abilities. The abilities are a game changer. Those are definitely the things that stick out the most about the game, because every single character has a different ability. Every single one.
Just so you know, you have to press the Y button in order to activate it. I did not know that for a long time.
Although some of them have a second activation, as it turns out, that trigger a different move.
At the same time you're using the same move?
Oh no, you press a different button. You press the left stick. You press left stick.
Well, now I'm spoiled.
To activate the ability. Only certain characters have that, though.
I mean,
where they have a second variant on their ability.
Isn't it going to say? I mean, I'm sure it says on the character selection screen, but
no, I actually ended up looking in the how to play section under the characters. That was what
interesting.
Taught me that.
So that's a new thing I didn't know, and
that was unexpected. I ran into that on accident.
But regarding the items, wouldn't you say a lot of them take reference from Mario Kart and other racing games?
Not a lot of them.
Well, some of them.
A few of them, sure, but that's par for the course. How many racers have you seen that have used some variant of the green shell? At least this one decided to make the green shell have an additional purpose of anyone who's nearby after a certain period of time will get shocked too. That's quite a bit different from your typical green shell fare.
I'm not 100% sure if I knew that, but why don't you tell the audience and me and Coda over here suffering silently what the more unique items are?
Let's see here. There's a quake, which makes, after a short period of time, a big earthquake around your character that continues to follow your character for a certain amount of time. So basically, anybody who's anywhere near you is gonna get messed up. There's Doom.
Well, I think I know what that one is now that you mention the word.
Doom makes it so that you have a limited amount of time to mash the action button, the R button, as it were, but,
to jump and to drift.
Though fortunately this works even in the air.
Okay,
even in the air, this still counts.
Actually done that.
And so this still counts, fortunately, to get the Reaper away from you before he slashes you and wipes you out.
I don't know if you have any intel on this, but once you rid yourself of the Reaper, does it get passed on to another player? No?
No. It's a one-time thing. But it does go to the next player in line from you.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Or, if you're in first place, it goes to the second placer.
Okay, so that's why I wanted to know. You kind of...
Most magicites can attack both forward and backward as well.
And I guess you haven't mentioned this one, but I don't know what the actual term is, but the warp?
Swap.
The swap?
Honestly, I think it probably should have been called warp, but yeah.
Oh.
That one's pretty unique as well.
That one really surprised me.
I figured out pretty quickly that you want to go through the blue ring if you want to advance.
Yes.
And avoid the red ring at all costs because it'll push you back. And when you use swap, it appears directly in front of you, so there's like no way you're gonna miss it. I have admittedly had the ring pop me out at terrible times, though, so use it wisely.
What's going on your end?
I was trying to climb down a ladder, and I overshot the ladder and fell to my death.
So you're playing Dark Souls?
No, I'm playing Xenoblade. Why am I here? I've been here!
Alright, well, I just wanted to see what that gas was about. Don't mind me. So...
Now, not spoiling anything with the story mode and everything, there's really two key reasons why players would want to play the story mode, besides learning how to play, because the story mode does serve as a tutorial as well.
Let me just say something quickly. If you try story mode on Light, you only do like the first tutorial area.
You don't do the prologue?
Yeah, you can't go to chapter 1. I was taken aback by that, but
that's brutal. That's brutal.
Aw, man, I don't have the full version. I'm the only sucker who doesn't have it.
Sucker indeed.
Wow, thanks for that. Maybe you could buy it for me.
You know it's digital only, right?
Yeah, you need an eShop card.
Because unless you want to get a physical version from Asia, because unless you want to get a physical version from Asia for a premium price, I wouldn't.
This recording of this dumb video.
Okay, I'm trying to avoid spoilers as much as possible, but we can talk about the prologue a little bit.
Well, no. I want to talk about the story mode, but avoiding spoilers. But avoiding spoilers and everything and stuff. There are two key reasons why you want to play the story mode besides the obvious tutorial thing. One is it unlocks every single character in the game, though some of them are added to the prize ticket shop. But the prize ticket shop is the in-game shop and everything, so that's the one. No. That's completely different.
I know, but
there are three different shops.
Alright.
So let me get to that. The prize ticket shop is the in-game one, which runs off the prize tickets there for all the offline modes. So that one's stock never changes out.
Okay, well that is good to know.
So you do whatever there, and certain characters are unlocked via that method. Some characters are unlocked just from playing through the game, though, including the final boss.
Alright,
That's actually unlocked automatically once you finish the game. No, surprisingly. And the second reason you want to play is for the story, though not necessarily in the way you think. As the story basically can be boiled down to classic racing game fare of this big Grand Prix is being held. Now you need to make your way to the location where it's being held, dealing with obstacles and troubles along the way. You know, typical racing game fare. Well, at least until the end. But that's a whole
that doesn't
thing.
show up in the prologue, so you still kind of spoiled it.
Well, it's typical
Even if
racing
it is
game
typical.
fare. However, that's not the reason why I say you play for the story. The reason I say you play for the story is because of the writing. The writing in this game is priceless. They're up to, like, Lego levels of making fun of themselves. There are ridiculous amount of inside jokes. Final Fantasy fans are gonna have a field day with just the amount of inside jokes that are in this game. It's absurd.
A lot of light's gonna go over my head because I've only ever played through Final Fantasy VII Remake, and that's my experience playing Final Fantasy.
Don't worry, you're not the only one.
It's mostly characters from, let's see here, Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy V, and
5?
Final Fantasy IX, I believe. The official numbers. Besides, there is no which 5 because there's only one 5.
Alright, just checking. because
6 is the one that was
There's also only one 6 because that was formerly called Final Fantasy III. So no confusion.
You already confused me. It's too late.
But yeah, 5, 6, 7, and 9
Okay,
are
let's
the
stick
ones
to the
that they
prologue.
reference.
What do you think about the cutscenes and the voice acting? Not the jokes themselves, just the voice acting. I always see that look on your face.
Well, no. Here's the thing. The voice acting is passable, shall we say, and everything, but honestly it works. But honestly it works because of the way the game's story is structured. They're basically having fun with this. Like I said, their writing is very satirical, and as a result, the voice acting matches that. Obviously, Gilgamesh being the one you're referring to and every thing. And yes, it does work for him because he's meant to be a joke and everything. He's always been meant to be a joke character where he's like this big, intimidating person and everything, but when you actually face him, it's like, wait, that was it? I mean, he's known for, one of his more known moments is when he says, that he's using Excalibur on you, and it turns out to be Excalibur, the worst sword in the entire game.
That.
No, that's on Final Fantasy V.
I did.
We didn't play Final Fantasy
That's on Final Fantasy V. But that's an example of the kind of guy we're dealing with here, where it's like, he seems super intimidating, but he's honestly a total freaking joke. And that comes across quite nicely in this game, voice acting and all. So, his voice acting is not the best, but honestly, considering the situation, it works for what it is.
Alright, I'm gonna risk more spoilers by saying this, but what are some of your favorite, I want to say stages? Excuse me if I said the wrong...
Let's say tracks. Well, I like Zuzu a lot, actually.
I've never seen it, but...
let's see here. I believe the Big Bridge Technical course is one of my favorites as well.
Alright.
I definitely can't bring that up because that's one of the final courses.
Alright.
But yeah, I actually got the wallpaper of Zuzu for my game.
Okay.
So that one really appealed to me the moment it showed up.
Okay.
But yeah, those are some of my favorites for sure. But Zuzu and the Big Bridge.
List one more? Make it 3?
I guess if I had to pick one more... I guess even though I have had some lousy situations on it every now and again, I do like the aesthetic of it, which is Alexandria long course.
Okay. So I do have one other question just for my sake. Are there... Okay, we're talking about tracks, I guess, for each world.
Yes, though keep in mind that some worlds only have one track.
Oh, okay. That's
yeah, they're all over the place. But I should mention that it has been confirmed that later seasons will be adding in new courses. Nice. So that's something to look forward to. And some of the courses apparently are going to be just gifted to all players.
Yay!
So
All right. That's good to hear. No, that's good to hear.
So that's something to look forward to. I'm personally hoping that they might remake all the courses from the original Chocobo Racing. I think that could be pretty cool.
I would like to see that.
I think that could be pretty cool to play those courses with an actually controllable game this time. Wow. No, trust me, Chocobo Racing has infamy on its controls. And I've seen it for myself, so I know what people are talking about. I've never experienced it, but that alone was reason for me not to spend almost $80 on a copy, because that's what people are asking for these days. Yeah. That's the reason I don't own Chocobo Racing, is because people are asking ridiculous prices for it.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot of good things about the game, but I think we need to address the elephant in the room a little bit. I mean, the first thing I came across when I was looking for the logo and the picture to use on my OBS is how this game has microtransactions. That was the first thing that popped up.
Sorta. It's kind of like what Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel did, but to a larger extent.
Oh, dear larger.
That could be fine. In which they have in-game currency, 3 different types of in-game currency, actually. We have the prize tickets, which, like I said, are for all offline stuff. So,
and just so you know, you can earn that just by playing GP enough times.
Well, actually, you get
I'm sure there's other things, too.
From playing story mode, series race, and just from playing the game in general, because there's a meter that always increases that gives you 1 prize ticket every time it goes up. Though I think it actually ended up showing up for a Mithril for me recently, so I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe it does actually give away some Mithril every now and again.
Mithril is the more expensive one. You gotta pay real money to usually get it.
Not exactly. I'll get to that and everything.
They do give you some free Mithril at the very beginning, though.
Next is Gil, which is obtained specifically through the Chocobo GP mode, the online mode, if you will, which is obtained from completing missions, occasionally from leveling up to a certain degree, and stuff like that, which is good because stuff in the Gil shop are expensive. And just like a Mithril, Gil goes away at the end of the season. So if you have it, spend it.
Okay, that's really good to know. I didn't know about that. So just so you know, there are a lot of different stuff you can buy with currency. Not only racers, but you can buy color variants. You can buy music tracks, costumes.
Wallpaper,
Wonder what
stickers.
Wonder what costumes will be for Camilla. I like Camilla.
Well, right now we just have the Chocobo ones, which are the Night Mage and Black Mage, but they're probably going to be...
Yeah, you could dress Chocobo up as a black mage.
I could dress Camilla up as a black mage?
Well, no, this is just for Chocobo right now.
Though I'm sure they'll be adding Camilla costumes later down the line.
So,
I would not be surprised.
What about the other currency?
Like I said, there's a guild, and then there's Mithril. As for Mithril, it's given as a weekly bonus every time you log in each week, which starts at Saturday at 6 p.m. In our time frame, I'll have you know, as it turns out.
Well, I'm gonna take shots, but that's more than Pokemon Unite does.
It gives you 50 Mithril every week for free.
Nice.
Now, you can pay for Mithril as well, but it's kind of like... I kind of compare that more in the line of like Team Kirby Clash and Super Kirby Clash, in the sense of you can pay for it, but you will get one heck of a bang for your buck for each one you do. To give you an idea, one of their basic prices, like this isn't even a deal, this is one of their basic prices, is $10 for 1,000 Mithril. I'm not kidding, that's a basic price.
I mean, that sounds pretty good. I don't know how expensive a lot of stuff is. I mean, I know you can buy a seasonal pass with Mithril, and oh my gosh, I'm so done with games having seasonal passes where you have to pay a bunch of money just for a chance of getting these exclusive characters like Cloud by playing the game for so long before it's just gone forever.
Well, two things about that, actually. First and foremost, it has been confirmed that rewards, while they will be gone, they may come back at a future time. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, second chance at Cloud, I guess.
Keep that in mind. And second off, there are two types of prize passes, as they call them. For 800 Mithril, you can buy the standard prize pass, which basically makes it so that you get a lot more rewards for each level up and everything. It unlocks a bunch of rewards. It's also the only way you're going to be able to get Cloud when you reach level 6.
I'll be honest, I don't think a lot of the rewards until you get to like level 50 are worth it. Most of it's just stickers and other currency. I've seen other games
the prize pass gives you a lot of gil. And I'll have you know that the second character, Squall from Final Fantasy VIII, can only be acquired in the gil shop.
Yeah, but
for
there's a lot more
30,000 gil. So yeah, as a result, having a lot of gil is very nice, and the prize pass gives you a lot of gil. And the other thing is that for a whopping 2,400 Mithril, like, yikes. But, on the other hand, that gets you the premium prize pass, which, or maybe it was 2,800, something like that. But anyways, that gets you the premium prize pass, which not only gives you team stickers each week, along with your 50 Mithril whenever you log in.
I'm going to remind myself to ask you something.
But it skyrockets your level instantly to level 60, which is the exact threshold that you need to get Cloud, and obviously will be for later characters as well. So it basically gives you instant access to Cloud.
Alright.
But that's kind of a bit of a steep price.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're desperate enough, which who isn't, you could do that. I want to ask about the team stickers thing, because I don't understand the concept.
Now, first and foremost, I honestly haven't been using the team stickers for one reason. I play Chocobo and everything, I actually play Chocobo, and I'm really good with him, actually.
Alright. I had trouble with drifting with him at first, but
and
I've gotten better.
I thought the stickers would just go on to the jet boots, which is perfectly fine for me and everything. But for some reason, it also attaches to the back of his head, and that instantly bothered me.
That's all you gotta say.
But as for how the team stickers work, basically at the start of each GP race, you can choose to put a team sticker on, which you should do if you're feeling confident. Because what that does is it basically doubles the experience that you earn.
Okay.
That you earn, allowing you to level up faster, meaning that if you do really good in the race, you can level up really quickly. But once you use a team sticker, it's gone.
Yes. Do different stickers do different things?
No, it's just whatever one you want. However, it turns out that if you end up picking the same team sticker as the other people who are doing really good, and you keep with them, you'll all earn even more XP.
Nice, alright.
So, that's how that works. I only learned that from reading online, to be honest. I didn't actually...
I probably would have done the same thing eventually.
I actually didn't learn that through experimentation because I was... just like, no! The moment I saw that it was on the back of his head. What can I say? What can I say? I'm a bit of a stickler for details like that.
Right, that's probably why your Chocobo's as perfect as it is. So, any final thoughts before I stop off this video and we can actually do what you want us to do?
I can absolutely see myself coming back to this game for years to come in many different ways. This is just such a solid game, and quite possibly my favorite game I played from Square Enix to date.
Ooh, that's really high praise.
Even compared to the Kingdom Hearts series. I love the Kingdom Hearts series for what it is and everything, like, really, really love it, but I just had so much fun playing this game, and it's just so enjoyable. The courses are so well made, the characters and abilities are so creative, and it's so chaotic and so fun.
And do you have anything to say about Chocobo GP, which you have not even played once?
I'll get to it. I'm just really invested in Xenoblade 2. Sue me.
That's fair. I'm invested
and also the music is fire. I love so many of the remixes and everything. You should have seen my face when I heard that Battle of the Big Bridge remix when racing on the Big Bridge. I couldn't even believe it. I was hoping that they would remix that, but that was so much better than I could have ever imagined.
And I guess as a final thought, well, okay, maybe two final thoughts. Is this better than what? Okay, sorry, I'm stumbling. I'm sorry, guys, I'm sorry. Okay, so compared to other racing games, like how much is this better than some of the other racing games you played, like Crash Bandicoot, for
I kind of already said it like it is and everything. This is the only item-based kart racer that I feel can overall, at the end of the day, overall, not from individual parameters, but in an overall package way, be able to compete against Mario Kart 8 Deluxe specifically.
And do you think this will do better than that Disney racing game that's coming up?
Probably. It probably will, I'm gonna be honest.
Absolutely
the fact
agree.
that is free makes me very nervous.
I mean, here's the thing. Chocobo GP Lite is free, and I'm getting so much out of it without playing the story mode or being able to access every stage. I could still be earning
currency from that.
And it all carries over to the final game.
Exactly. So we highly recommend you try out at least the light version, and if you love it like these two do, you haven't played yours, you should purchase the full version. But get the light version. It is absolutely free.
I pre-ordered the full version. I didn't even mess with the light version.
But you can play it absolutely free on the light version and try out randomly selected different courses for yourself, and you'll get to tell right away whether the game is for you. But
I really hope for your sake that they don't randomly end up making one of the final courses appear, because it sure did for me, so I would not put it past them.
I've seen...
Because that's a pretty big spoiler. I played story mode first, so I only experienced the courses from that point to start. And you don't actually play all the courses in story mode, for the record. I ended up playing all the courses when I ended up playing series mode.
Alright, well,
has way more series than I expected.
That's it for ThompTalk. Next time we'll pick a subject you want to talk about.
Alright.
So, thank you all for watching. We don't have an outro, but this has been We The Play.
Galaxy with
and Co from Combo. And we hope you enjoy your day, but we need an actual outro. But thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.